You are now listening to the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
With host
Seth Rose from Exotics Rally.
Elizabeth White from It's White Noise.
Car Lifestyle.
Welcome back to the Car Lifestyle Podcast. I am Seth Rose from Exotics Rally, joined with my co-host, Elizabeth White from
It's White Noise.
So, we are here in New York City.
Yeah.
The Mecca.
Right in Manhattan.
Right in the middle of Manhattan. We are in Elizabeth's apartment, and we figured we'd get together and catch you guys up on our lives and what's going on out there and what we're involved in. We usually have guests, but today we are your guests.
That's fun.
Right? It's something different.
I mean, we're never in New York City, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, Elizabeth's been traveling all over the place. We were traveling for a while, as you guys have heard, a lot of the podcasting that we've posted lately, and we have many more to come. We were traveling for a while between Florida and then Tennessee.
Even Snowball Rally.
Yeah, Snowball Rally in
Rally.
Vegas. Yeah, we were kind of all over the place. We were in Detroit, and now I'm back home, but Elizabeth's been away, and let's catch up with you, Elizabeth, because we haven't really spoken much. Right after Corsa Rally, where did you go?
I don't even remember at this point, but I think after that...
All right, I'll help you out. You went to Finland, right?
Oh, yes, I went to Finland. Oh, my gosh. That was so long ago, at least.
Yeah, it had to be
a
month ago, right? It was at the end of April, I think.
Yeah, so I was in Finland with some of the Cannonball Run participants, and we did what is the Today Show of Finland, called Hello Finland, and then I did a couple magazine interviews and TV spots and judged a beauty pageant.
Judged a beauty pageant? What was that about?
I don't know.
How did you get involved in that?
We were at a karaoke bar, and they found out we were from America, and they thought
it was cool. And
yeah,
that was it?
kind of.
How was the beauty pageant?
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. The Finnish weren't that attractive, or what?
No, they're attractive, but it just wasn't really my style.
Wasn't your cup of tea?
Yeah, I asked a few questions, and I don't know. I'm not really a good judge, I guess, of stuff like that.
Okay, how was the weather there?
It was really cold, actually. It snowed one of the days we were there, but my stop after that was through Iceland, and it snowed so hard that they had to close down one of the runways.
Wow.
Then they had us sit on the runway for a long time because the runway that was open had a plane just go off course, and so it was just a bad day all around. So we were rerouted through Boston again.
Wow. Through Boston of all places.
So we missed our flight to Pittsburgh for Ariel, who works with us and me. It was her graduation from University of Pittsburgh.
Oh, cool.
So
you went from Finland to Boston to Pittsburgh.
Finland, Iceland, Boston, Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee, University of Pittsburgh. Graduation. After that, I went to Detroit, met with some of the American car brands, and then back to New York.
Let's go back to Finland. How's the car scene in Finland? Is there one?
It's really crazy because the pricing on exotic cars is very different than here. How a Bentayga maybe here is $250,000 or $300,000. Minimum start for Bentaygas in Finland were $400,000.
Wow, that's
we were driving
huge difference.
A 488 and a Bentayga on the TV shows we were doing, and it was just crazy because they are heavily taxed and imported.
Mm-hmm.
So
you really have to be a multi-gazillionaire to really buy these cars there.
True.
You got to be the upper end.
Yeah, it was. You do not see cars like this in Finland.
How are the roads there?
I mean, we were...
Was it more city or was it suburb? Or?
Well, we were in Helsinki, so it was very city compared to... We did do one drive out of the city, and I connected with a Porsche fan, obviously. I would be connecting with anyone like that, but they had an air-cooled 993.
Oh, wow.
And so awesome. We drove around the countryside. But all the roads were fine, not really crazy potholes or anything. I didn't find any speeding issues, like, say...
It was cold, right?
Yeah, cold. Like Switzerland, like where I just was, about the speeding and the rules there is very different.
Switzerland's interesting, but we'll get to that. That's an interesting country to mess around with speeding.
You don't want to speed.
That could really hurt the pocket.
For real. Okay, where are we going now? So
after Finland, you went to Pittsburgh, Ariel's graduation, and then from there?
To Detroit.
Okay.
That was really exciting for
Now-
like a couple days.
So what was Detroit for?
Well, I met with Ford Performance.
Oh, cool.
Well, maybe some interaction with them in the
Took a
future.
little spin in a new GT40.
I don't know. Maybe I signed an NDA that I can't talk about what I was doing.
Okay.
Then back to New York. And then after that, we went to New Orleans for the Cannonball Run Reunion.
Oh, okay. So Cannonball Run, which last year was the inaugural year, which was on one of the other podcasts, they did a reunion, and that was in New Orleans.
Yeah. So from there, we showed the film,
Oh, how
the
was
documentary.
that film? How was the documentary? Was it cool?
It was really cool. I mean, I think the most part of what we actually established by being in New Orleans was a community gathering of enthusiasts and our participants in one place. I mean, it was the Jazz Fest happening, so there was already really fun things going on. But just bringing people back together, it's like a reunion. It's
Did a lot of people attend?
Yeah, about 40% of the participants
Oh, nice.
were there.
It's always good to stay in touch with the participants throughout the year to keep that vibe going. You know, a lot of these rallies I've always seen they do the rally, and then as soon as it's over, not to be heard from until they start advertising for the following year.
Right.
So it's important to stay in contact with people. I know I repeat myself all the time, but all the people from Bull Run I still stay in touch with. I talk to people on a regular basis. I've created a lot of long-term friendships.
I mean, what was really cool about Cannonball Run is the same kind of is what's cool about Gumball 3000 is there's so many countries represented. And one of my favorite participants is from Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, in Port of Spain. And he came up for the
Cool.
the event.
I was just going to ask,
And it was just-
did a lot of people come from other countries for it?
Yeah, we had people from 3 other countries besides the U.S. come.
Oh, nice.
I mean, not 13 countries like everything else, but it's kind of hard to, I mean, I guess, travel that far just for like a weekend.
Yeah, sure. For a couple of days, you know.
Directly after that, I pre-ran, but in reverse, Motor City Rally.
Okay.
So we drove directly down to Orlando, Miami, Charleston, South Carolina. Then I went to Charlotte afterwards for an event at Z-Max Dragway. And then I came back to New York for that Puma car show that we hosted.
Okay, yeah.
Car Lifestyle and It's White Noise were a big part with Vossen. That was really awesome.
What was that called? Something in the street or something, right?
Run the Streets.
Run the Streets.
Yeah, so they
Jimmy
launched
Jazz
a new...
or something, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, Jimmy Jazz launched a new shoe with Puma, and they really wanted to have a car show. It was at night. They had everything from... what are the... They're like glow glasses. I don't even know what they're called. Glow sticks, glow glasses, glow everything.
A lot of cars?
Yeah, a lot of cars. I'd say there was like 70 cars. Then we kind of drove through Times Square and kind of shut it down a little bit until the police said we had to go. Yeah, a couple people were revving our engines, so we got in a little bit of trouble.
Rob's already got me into trouble in Times Square by doing a burnout.
No, Rob, why?
In that Cobra R Mustang that he had.
Oh.
Yeah, he just decided it was a good time.
And he got you in trouble because he did it.
I had a car show for a couple of years in Times Square where we shut down a full city block and we raised money for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and it was a really great event. And then Rob decided he was going to do a burnout at the end of the block, and it kind of tainted the show.
Yeah.
Needless to say, not that I'm saying it's Rob's fault, but
Rob, it's your fault.
But I've never gotten another permit.
That attention grabber, Rob Ferretti.
Exactly. Mr. Super Speeder.
Except he's not really a speeder.
No, not anymore.
He's like really chill and relaxed.
Yeah, totally.
I got mad at him last week in Europe for driving too slow.
So you did that car show, and then I think then you were in, I'm keeping track. Weren't you in LA?
Gosh. Yeah, I was in LA and San Diego. I did, what did we do? We did the David Lee Hinghwa car show.
Okay.
We did.
He's got some sort of collection, huh?
Amazing. It was really great. There were thousands of people at his car show.
Really? He's a jeweler, I think, right? Is that what he does?
Yeah, I mean, he has a jewelry shop and he owns that whole plaza that the events go
Oh,
to.
okay.
Later that day, I went with Sean Lee from the Purist group to do a volunteer event with...
They do a lot of nice stuff.
Yeah, I love them. The Purists are great. You have to be invited as a member, and it's really hard to get the stickers or any collateral from them because you kind of have to be approved by Sean Lee.
Sure.
I mean, Sean is one of the most amazing people in the car industry. And
yeah, I met him on the West Coast, and we stayed in touch, and we've gone back and forth on Facebook a couple of times with different ideas to do things coast to coast. But yeah, no, I've watched a lot of the things that he does. It's pretty wild.
So,
and he's got a lot of really dedicated members.
The members are what really help this Purist, all the events and what they stand for thrive. He gets a lot of donations from a lot of the participants and members and just city to give back to the community. So we gave away backpacks full of crowns and coloring books and things to local homeless and battered women and abused children. So that was a really fun event as well. The next day, I think we did another car show. And then we worked from San Diego all week and then did Target Trophy.
Now, how is Target Trophy? You know, I've never done it. I see it's very popular. They've done it for quite some time now.
Yeah, so I met Jason, who runs Target Trophy, probably 6 years ago now when I was with Speed Hunters and Need for Speed because we were putting them into the game. I think that was probably Hot Pursuit or Rival, and I forget which game it was at that point I was working on. But we have been friends ever since. It's actually one of my favorite events. It's a single day event that starts in the morning at a location. You do not know where you're going the entire time. You only know where the end location is.
So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, similar to what the things that I've done.
Exactly. It's kind of cool because you're not based on anyone's time at all. You're based on Jason's time. You're not racing each other for the fastest time and the fastest person to get done. He does the entire event himself. So he will go from the starting point and he will go to Julian's and have a piece of pie, and then he will go to the Vista and take a picture, and then he will go and take a photo here.
So you're just following him, or you follow him on social media, you see what he does, and you have to go do it?
So
how does it actually work? 'Cause this is interesting. I've never really
So you have a
looked into
route
it.
card, and then it tells you what you have to do. It gives you the roads to follow, and then it gives you stopping points. So it could... One of my favorite ones is the holiday cruise, where you have to stop and buy a certain amount of cans at each location for Salvation Army, which is awesome because you're also raising, like...
Right, you're doing charity work at the same time.
So he runs it. Maybe it could be a Tuesday and you're running it on a Saturday or a weekend holiday. So you're still trying to get the closest to his time of doing everything. He also puts, go to the casino, buy a $5 chip, play a hand of poker. He's actually timing himself do that as well. So at the end, you have to come and be the closest to his time.
Gotcha.
So it's not a race at all.
Right, it's not who finishes first. It's who finishes all the tasks within a time frame.
Right. I mean, people are sometimes like less than a minute off of his actual time, which I find is crazy.
And how do you know what their time is?
You don't know until the end. So he announces his time at the end, and then everyone turns in their time.
Okay, but how do they measure their time?
It's kind of like you just trust that, like they
Is there an app or something that they have to check in?
There was an app before, but I love what they do now. They like hand you the route card and they're like, start your timer. So you're on a trust basis.
Okay.
And then so when you pull through, they say, stop your timer, let's write down your time.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess some people could cheat, like,
Yeah, pause it.
Yeah. But you never know. I did it 20 minutes too fast last time.
How did you manage that one?
Well, we were trying to scam the system a little bit.
I guess so. And I guess, nobody knows what his time is until the end, so
right.
He'll know if you're trying to scam it.
I mean, we thought, it's a holiday weekend. There's a lot of traffic. It's a Saturday. We didn't stand in line to get the pie. we just bought a pie off somebody who stood in line, and then we took the photo with it. So maybe if we stood in line,
Right, did it the right way.
yeah, I mean, we could have actually made it closer to his.
How long does it take to complete the rally?
It between, I'd say, 2.5 and 3 hours, which is really cool because then at the end there's another car show and then a get together. Every checkpoint that you do, you get a raffle ticket, and then they raffle off Autobahn Club LA memberships or free wraps or money off HRE wheels and tires and things. It's really cool, the sponsors he has as well. But it's just a really awesome event. Everyone just gets really involved. Everyone's buying all the merchandise.
Is it expensive?
No, it's just a couple $100.
Oh, not bad.
But I mean, they give you food and drinks and stickers.
How many cars do you think participate?
100 last time.
It's a nice turnout.
Yeah.
Very
Thanks for
cool.
letting us in last time, Jason. I know it was a last minute effort.
Have you ever won?
No, my intern won once. I was so mad. But no, I always try. Like the last few times, like I really tried to win the trophy. I really wanted to win the Targa trophy and like, get crowned the winner. But it never has happened. I think it's because I want to win that I can't win.
So your dream is to win Targa trophy.
Yes. I want to actually, my dream will be to actually set the rally. Jason, if you're listening, I want to set one of these times that they have to match.
Got it. So you want to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
The one that goes out and sets the time. All right. So Jason, if you're listening, Elizabeth is more than willing to come out there and set the time for the next rally.
And Jason, let's really do one in New York City. Let's do one in like New York area. It'd be really
If he
fun.
comes out here, I'll host it.
Yeah, I think it'd just be
I'll host it
awesome.
with Exotics Rally. We'll do something with him.
We could do like Bear Mountain or the Palisades or any of the
Palisades
fun
dangerous, but yeah.
ones. Dangerous, okay. Not the Palisades then.
Yeah, we'll stay away from the Palisades.
We'll just drive through Times Square.
I had a group get chased by a helicopter once.
Well,
On the
on
Palisades.
North Face Rally last year, PC Blast came and they stopped on the West Side Highway and the police helicopters and the SWAT team came out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was an okay rally. I didn't mind that one. I
North
think it's
Face?
going on right now,
Is it?
actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Jovian's on it.
Yeah, there's so many different rallies now. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's way too many. I
It's-
can't keep up.
It's not just that. It's hard to differentiate and choose. If you're going to be a participant, I mean, we go basically for, more social media content and podcast content and things like that. So we're not really looking at the value aspect,
Right.
compared to other people. But if you're going to go on a rally, you need to choose a rally. If you're only going to do one for the year, and you need to
Right.
choose, it's not easy.
Oh my gosh, I know.
They vary between 2 days to 12 days, and prices vary. They could be anywhere from $1,000 to, I think Gumball's like what, 40 or 60,000 now.
Well, one of the years I did it was 50.
Yeah,
I mean,
it varies between like 40 and 60,000, which it's a big chunk of change. A lot of these people are driving a car that's worth less than the entrance.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like you got guys that are in BMW M3s that are a couple of years old that
Yeah.
aren't worth 40,000, and
Yeah, just to let the
40,000.
listeners know, I actually did not pay 50. That's just how much it costs.
That's how much it costs.
Just to be honest with everyone.
So then after Target Trophy,
Oh my gosh, where did I go? I'm here now.
Adventure Drives.
What the heck? Why can't I
Yeah, I
remember
know.
my own schedule? Okay, so the
Elizabeth
day
is still on like other time zones all over the country.
I just came back yesterday.
So Adventure Drives is done by Rob Ferretti from Super
Yes.
Speeders, who has a very successful YouTube channel. He's been on our podcast. You can check him out at superspeeders.com. And Rob started a rally a few years ago called Adventure Drives, which is...
Not really a rally.
It's not really a rally. And what a lot of people tend to do that start these new rallies is they've been on a lot of other rallies, and they have figured out what in particular they enjoyed and did not enjoy on those rallies that they participated in, and they create their own rally, what they feel is a perfect rally or a perfect
It suits their
drive.
needs.
Yeah, so Rob's is definitely not a... There's no competitiveness involved or anything like that. It's not about who has the craziest rap. It's bring your car, no decals
stickers.
or anything like
Yep.
that. And they do basically a controlled drive, a tour, I would say.
Right,
It's more of
it is a tour. It's like a guided tour.
It's a vacation, and your mode of transportation is your own car.
I think more Travel Leisure magazine or Departures or something like that when I look at his, because it is amazing roads, it's amazing views, it's amazing hotels with dinners, but it's more about the location and then experiencing where you're going.
It's a real scenic tour using your car. And, I think this year, now you were just on helping plan it.
Yeah.
And what countries were you in? Because I know this year it's going on in Europe.
So it starts in Munich and loops back around to Munich for Oktoberfest. But we are stopping through Salzburg, going to Hangar 7, the Red Bull hangar, possibly doing the Salzburg Ring, going through the Swiss Alps and the Dolomites, and then stopping in Garda at the lake. And then we're going down through the Italian Riviera is a stop, and that's really beautiful because it's like close to Lake Como, and then we go through there. We're staying in Florence one night, which is one of my favorite cities ever. Great food. I would suggest everyone, if they get the chance, to go. Then they're staying in Interlaken in Switzerland, and then the final night before they go back to Munich is in Lucerne. That's an amazing historic city as well in Switzerland. So now we can get to the part of why you don't want to speed in Switzerland.
You definitely don't want to speed in Switzerland because from what I understand, and I'm pretty sure I'm accurate on this, that speeding violations are based on your income and or net worth.
Correct.
So, if you are a peasant, your speeding ticket fine could be $9. And if you are affluent, it could be $9 million.
That's crazy. It's a straight deterrent to speed because it's really not based on... Right. In the States, say, a speeding ticket could be $80. For someone, $80 is nothing. For someone, $80 is a lot. I mean, $80 is what I just threw out. But it's... My speeding ticket last time, it got brought down to, I think, $397.
I mean, there was an article back in 2010 that there was a driver in a Mercedes SLS who hit the headlines because he was clocked doing 180 miles an hour, and he faced a world record fine of 1 million francs, which I don't know what the U.S. dollars was at the time, but I'm sure 1 million francs is damn near close, if not more than $1 million U.S. dollars.
Oh, well, it would always be more. I don't remember a time that it was under in the past 5 years.
Yeah, so they confiscated his car and they hit him for $1 million, and this was based on the fact that he is an affluent person. So, word to the wise, if you are going, actually here, it was $1.02 million. If you're going on Rob's Rally and you're going to Switzerland, don't screw around, because you will face some serious fines. Now, I don't know if it applies to people out of Switzerland because I don't know if they can prove your income.
True, it's it's a base number, but it's crazy to think if you're a Swiss citizen, that's how they treat you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be caught dead in that country. That's crazy. So after that, now you're back here. You're back in the States.
I'm back in the States. Until tomorrow.
And then you are?
I'm going back to Detroit because we have a few meetings before we pre-run Cannonball again. So we're going to do a dry run of everything Cannonball Run is doing.
So you're heavily involved now in Cannonball. How many times do you run the route before it's executed?
So we did one pre-run already, and we visited a few of the cities again, and we've been a part of their charity events or local car events just to promote what we're doing in their city in the future. And then we're running it again this time, one more time, as participants. We're acting like we are doing the actual route, run,
to do
timing
a real dry run to really calculate things and see how it flows and things like that. So where's the rally going to this year?
So we are starting in Detroit, at the Opera House, which is pretty cool. That's where Eminem's 8 Mile, where they did the rap battles at. I think
that was the
pretty
place?
cool.
That's cool. Maybe we can get Eminem to come down.
That'd be really cool.
Because, we do have Ice-T and Coco coming. And Eminem was on Ice-T's Art of Rap documentary.
What?
So he does know him.
I think it'd be so cool. I'm so happy that we have Ice-T and Coco coming. Like, they're just so amazing people. They're just such amazing people, and then they're so well known for very different things. Like, besides being an awesome rapper, he's like the
trifecta.
An actor.
He's a rapper. He's an actor. He's a producer. He's done movies. He just got done touring in Australia for his Body Count album, the new album.
The Rock album.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Bloodlust from Body Count.
I'm super obsessed with Law and Order, so I love seeing him on TV.
As are a lot of people. It's he's going into the 18th season, I think it is.
18?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Some of our listeners might not even be 18 years old.
I know. It's crazy. And that the longevity of it is amazing. It airs daily on 4 different channels.
Back to back to back.
Yeah.
There's like reruns.
So he's actually going to take an episode off to participate on Cannonball Run.
Yeah, thank you again.
To show you how
Ice-T.
important Cannonball Run is, Ice-T is missing an episode.
Well, let's not make those Law and Order fans get upset about this.
No, but if you all want to join us on Cannonball Run Rally, we will be having even some other surprise guests.
I'm excited about the surprise guests, but I do want to tell them about our big headliner for Mexico.
The big headliner and the grand finale, basically, of the rally does take place in Cancun, Mexico. Mm-hmm. So the rally starts off in Detroit, and I'm looking at the route online right now. You can all find it at cannonballrun.com.
Yes.
And you click on the 2017 route map. It's from September 2nd to the 13th. So yes, it is quite a long time.
Yeah.
It's a good full 12 days. Let's call it what it is, because you have to get there, and then you finish.
Home,
you have to get home. So you have to add some time onto that. Now, of course, you can do half rally as well.
We do. We have
First half, second half, that type of stuff. They'll work out packages for you if you want to participate for if you can't get off for that whole week and a half that it is. But on the route, it says Detroit, Michigan to Mackinac Island, which I have never heard of in my entire life.
No, I hadn't heard of it either until they told me to go there. And we went in the middle of winter the first time, and I'm like...
Is it an actual island?
Yes, it is.
So how do you get onto the island? Is it a ferry? Or
Yeah, there's a ferry.
an auto ferry? Or
No.
So you're leaving your cars on mainland, and you're taking a ferry over to the island. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. And then from there, it goes to Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and Road America track.
Right. So Road and Track magazine calls Road America one of the best tracks of America. It also is an IMSA race and a Ferrari World Challenge and a Pirelli World Challenge. And I mean, just they have karting, they have adventures, they have zip lining. Everything can happen at one track on one day. So we actually have the track rented out for 2 days, even though our participants are pretty much only going once unless they bring a race car or they want to prep a race car on site the day before.
Wow.
So it's exclusive to our participants, or if you're a fan, you can come and join us and check it out. We're going to have last year's female Ferrari World Challenge champion. We've already interviewed her, Christina Nielsen, be on site, and Santino Ferrucci from Formula One. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have 2 other race teams that we can't announce yet, but that'll be fun, giving hot laps and drives in their cars, or maybe even coaching.
That's pretty cool. So you know what I'm going to have to do on that one? I'm going to have to talk to Ice-T to get him to get Marco Andretti to come.
That's so cool.
Because they're very close friends.
And tonight, I guess I can say it, we were talking to Rusty Wallace as well.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, we have the bucket list of bucket lists happening on this rally, which is really quite cool. The next location after that is St. Paul, Minnesota. It's turned into my favorite
one of the Twin
city
Cities. Yeah.
In America. It's very cute, Victorian, I went over for a couple hockey games.
Mall
I've
of
met the city.
America.
Yeah, I wasn't as impressed though. I was surprised, but it's an awesome place. If you can visit, or if you're from the state, high five. The next place we go to is
A secret stop, which is?
Can't say.
I tried.
But expect something mega. Like, it is crazy. When people find out what we're doing, they're going to say, no way. They did not do that.
All right. From there, we go to Deadwood, South Dakota.
Yeah, so Mount Rushmore.
Which I've never been to.
I've never been to it. The awesome part of South Dakota.
The funny thing is that so many people think that Mount Rushmore is like this natural formation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard that so many times. I'm like, do you really think the rain beat the rocks like that and just formed these faces? But it's not a natural formation. It is it's one of the wonders of the world.
It is?
I believe it's listed on maybe one of the American wonders of the world type of thing. But yeah, so that's in Deadwood, South Dakota, Mount Rushmore. And then from there, it's Boulder, Colorado.
I'm super excited about that too, because it's the first home game of University of Colorado. So it's going to be crazy.
Is it?
It's Saturday.
What kind of, for football?
Yeah, for football.
Okay. Yeah, I don't pay attention to sports whatsoever. I'm like, football?
But the city of Boulder wants to shut down the streets, permit us in, and then they would like to show.
Oh, like a parade of the cars or something like that?
And then they're going to have a community event for families, and we were talking about showing the new Disney Cars movie outside on a lawn for the community to watch, which is exciting.
That's cool.
And then our last stop in the States.
Maybe I should wrap one of my cars like Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
We could do that.
I don't know. We should ask the listeners. What do you think?
Lightning McQueen? Let us know. So Boulder, and then Boulder, Colorado to Aspen.
Yeah, Aspen, Colorado. We're staying at the Little Nell, and the Little Nell has a fall charity event every year that they change to the date that we arrive. So they are having a barbecue cook-off that we are going to judge, and we will go up to the top of Aspen Mountain for our final champagne toast in the States. It's really far up there, Seth. So
yeah, I've said it a couple of times on previous podcasts. I suffer from elevation sickness sometimes. It all depends on the situation. So I don't know. I have some medication for it, so I should be okay. We'll get some more oxygen in the blood, and
I know.
Hopefully, I won't feel like I'm having a heart attack, and we'll get through it.
Actually, riding the gondola is kind of scary.
Yeah, I've been on it. Well, not on that one. I've been on the one at Telluride.
Oh, yeah.
And it is pretty frightening. Yeah, I don't need that headache. Anyway, so, and from there, we're off to
Cancun, Mexico.
Cancun, Mexico, for the grand finale, which everybody is flown by private jet.
Which is crazy. They call it Cannonball Air. They actually put the logo,
on the side of the plane. Not only that, but we're not talking about like a little citation and they're taking like, 4 trips or 4 little planes or a 20 passenger. We're talking about a massive private 747 is going to be flying all the participants to Mexico, which is just ridiculous. Like, who's got a private 747?
Well, we do.
President.
I'm just like, yeah.
Besides Cannonball. I know that, Air Force One is a private 747, I think. But, yeah, that's pretty radical. And then
I think we're going to do a tequila tasting on the
flight.
plane.
It should be interesting. I think Steve Goldfield will probably be, the entertainment for the flight.
As long as no one runs naked through the plane like they did on Gumball 3000 a couple years ago, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody running naked through the plane.
I didn't want to see that when I saw it either.
So then you get to Cancun, and Cancun is being spent at a resort.
Yes, it's the Nazook Resort. It's on the Nazook Peninsula. It's private, completely secure, which I feel a lot of people have been asking, like, oh, you're going to Mexico with all these people and things. I mean,
right, who's going to get kidnapped and who's this and who's that. Even though Mexico is a relatively safe place to go. I mean, I've vacationed in Cancun multiple times, and I've never felt unsafe in Cancun. But this is it's in a private, upscale resort. It's like a 5 to 6-star resort, best of the best. And then comes the ultimate finale, which now you talked about the secret stop. So I don't know, is the ultimate finale better than the secret stop?
I mean, I guess it's just all.
Or is it opinion based?
I think it's opinion. I think some people might like St. Paul. They might like Detroit. Some people might like Mexico. Right. You never know.
There's a little bit of a taste of everything. But the grand finale, which was the huge announcement that was made about, 2 weeks ago, is the finale party, the celebration party, which takes place in Mexico at a nightclub.
No, we're doing a pool party for him.
Oh, it's a pool party?
Yeah.
At the hotel?
Yeah, at the hotel.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
So, we're going to do a private pool party with Steve Aoki. But who knows, because we also have a beach concert too. So, he just might stay for a couple days. Who knows?
Why not have a private pool party with Steve Aoki?
We have a couple other people coming too. So, it's just really fun. I was actually in Zurich yesterday with Steve. He's flying to London for a performance while we were flying back to New York. I almost jumped on his plane with him.
Did you talk to him about Cannonball?
Yeah, we did.
Was he familiar with everything?
Well, he knows because we had to talk to him, his agent, WME, we've had a lot of conversation. He's supposed to actually be in Asia on tour while Cannonball Run is happening, but he might be able to fly back for one of our legs.
Oh, wow.
So we will have a bunch of popular people for you to meet in the States, or if you would like to come to Mexico with us, you could also hang out with Steve.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like a fun-filled, packed rally.
Steve, if you're listening, that Rolls Royce or Ferrari option still there.
Still available. We talk a lot about it because both, Elizabeth is working on the rally, and I have some involvement in the rally this year, and I'll be attending, and we have a lot of people that are going as well. So it's not that we don't like other rallies. It's just that we are more involved in this rally and not just guests. So that's why we talk about it so much, and we'd love to meet everybody and have people come. So if anybody's interested in going on the rally, whether it be the half, the full, the first half, second half, whatever the case may be.
Meeting us at a stop.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of information that's going to be put out on social media. You can follow them. What's the Instagram? Is it Cannonball?
I think it's Cannonball Rally.
Cannonball Rally on Instagram. So you can pay attention, because when we come into the cities and you want to come meet us, say hello, and check out the cars, definitely, pay attention to that. But you can also, you can contact, Cannonball Run at info@cannonballrun.com. Shoot them an email if you have any interest. And, there's plenty of, I'm not going to say there's plenty of room. They actually have, half sold out already? A little more than half.
Yeah, a little more.
A little more than half sold out. And we are, 4 months away?
Yeah.
So
which is crazy to think about it. We've done so much already this year. I've actually done either 6 or 7 rallies already this year. And then I'm going to run the pre-run for Cannonball as soon as I come back to this New York City. We're going to plan on doing a couple things, and then we're going to GTCon. Yes, that's going to be the next stop. So you're going to scout that out, like you said, and go through a dry run. And then we're going to GTCon. Now, GTCon, which, if I can remember the dates, is July 13th to the 15th. Yeah. So July 13, 14, and 15. That takes place in Anaheim, California, at the Anaheim Marriott Event Center. And it's an interesting event. The event is for automotive influencers, social media icons, enthusiasts, and people who just plain and simple love cars. Now, at this event are going to be a ton of notable people from all social media aspects. Could be Facebook, it could be YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram. Television personalities.
Yeah, people from TV, just race car drivers and hosts from shows, and a lot of the people that you've at this point probably grown up watching and gotten into the automotive world, just experiencing their antics and things that they do. people from rallies. There's just, all walks of life. I'll be there. Elizabeth will be there. Gabe from Car Lifestyle will be there. And we want you there. So I would go onto the website, GTCon, that's GTCON.com. Sign up to, you can register on the website to come to the event. I don't even think it's that expensive. I think it's cheap, right?
Yeah, it's less than $100.
Yeah, it's got to be cheap. Let's see. It is $150 for the fan experience.
Oh, the fan experience. I think that if they go to gtcon.com/carlifestyle, they still get their discount.
Oh, awesome. Okay, good point. So gtcon.com/car lifestyle. So check that out because you can sign up there. You get the Car Lifestyle discount. And, I don't know, we'll make sure you get some sort of T-shirt or something. We'll be giving away a whole bunch of stuff when we're there. But, yeah, so that takes place, again, July 13th to the 15th in California. And we should have some really big surprises that we're going to announce there, but we won't.
I'm looking at my schedule, and I actually have to do Mod Ball and then fly to...
Mod Ball?
in Europe.
Europe, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do part of that with a team from the States, the Barcelona to be a part, and then I'm going to fly to Riga for the start of Gumball 3000 this year. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what Elizabeth does. She just travels around rally to rally and gets no sleep and still finds time to post on Snapchat.
Gosh, sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you're listening and you want to take over my Snapchat, send me a message.
Yeah, let's, why don't you tell people how do they take over your Snapchat? So Elizabeth White, as people know that listen, because everybody knows it's white noise, their big thing is Snapchat. Now, Elizabeth does something interesting where she allows people to take over her Snapchat, which means you can basically sign into the It's White Noise Snapchat and post not what you're cooking on your stove or what's in your refrigerator. This is automotive based.
Correct.
So it's just to help fill content on a daily basis or a weekly basis.
Right.
You try to do as much as possible. And most of the time you feature events.
Normally it's an event, like a Cars and
show,
Coffee.
racing event.
Yeah. But we also feature some people that are building cars or at car, shops if they work at a car shop or if they work at a race shop.
If they're
or
experiencing a build like,
an RWB.
Yeah, an RWB.
Exactly.
Right.
So if anyone wants to take over my Snapchat, we have a good following, and then I can promote you on my other social medias. You can email us at snapchat@itswhitenoise.com.
All right. So
there's a full style guide and everything.
So snapchat@itswhitenoise.com. Reach out to Elizabeth, and either Elizabeth or one of her assistants.
The Snapchat army.
Ariel. Yeah.
Ariel will reach back out to you.
Her Snapchat associates. We'll get back to you. And you'll get to take over the Snapchat. And, I've watched it for quite some time. And what's interesting is when you get to see, for us, it's great to see stuff overseas.
Right. Originally, when I started letting people take over my Snapchat, it was very early on because one day in Malaysia, New York City, and California, a takeover happened. Snapchat contacted me and tried to say I was fraudulently using their system. And then I had to tell them, no, I'm giving out the password. I have a style guide and all these things. And so I've been to the Snap office and things to talk about what I do on Snapchat.
And they've accepted that.
Yeah, I think it's more common now, but
right.
I think 2.5, 3 years ago when it was when it was maybe a more sexting platform, they weren't used to many people signing in from all these accounts.
So originally they thought you were a fraud on Snapchat, but now it's legitimized.
Yeah.
So so if anybody wants to take it over, definitely reach out to Elizabeth and her team, and they can get you in on it. I did it once at a car show a couple of weeks ago, and I tell you, it's a lot to do. So if you it's a lot to do.
The funniest thing is when I take over, people are like, "No way, that's you," because I'm never the one that want it. But the best part again,
just don't forget to sign out, people. When you're done with it, sign out.
I love when people are like, "Oh my gosh, I just watched you on Snapchat," and I'm like right across the hall from them or something.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, so I mean, Snapchat has grown by leaps and bounds.
It's crazy.
Huge.
I mean, I love the filters. That's the smartest thing that they could ever do.
Yeah, now Instagram and Facebook are jumping on that bandwagon, but I think they're late to the game. I think the originators always seem to stick to the most, the most popular and keep current.
Everyone has live now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I mean,
except for Snapchat. Snapchat doesn't have live.
Right. No, they don't have live. But Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms are turning into the same thing.
Yeah, all live streaming.
Like, what are you gonna do all day, every day? I wish I could just carry a camera around and be like, and now I'm answering emails, and now I'm preparing food.
So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do some call-ins.
Oh, sure.
So let's see if we could post up the number, get some people to call in. Obviously, this is not live, so people bear with us because this is all new to us. Are you ready for the number there?
Yes.
Okay. It is.
Let me write this down.
I don't want to announce it on the podcast because then my phone will be going nuts for like the next 10 weeks. But you could always find it when we're live on Snapchat. And we'll get some call-ins. Call-ins are always fun. We'll see who gets to race to the first call-in. Hello, you have reached the Car Lifestyle Podcast. Who's this?
This is Sabir. What's up, Seth?
Hey, what's up, Sabir? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Excellent, excellent. You are on the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
That is awesome, man. I was actually listening to you guys today.
Oh, really? Which episode?
49?
Oh, okay, the latest one.
Yeah. I'm pretty caught up with you guys. As soon as you post them, I'm probably right on it.
Oh, well, that's awesome. We appreciate you, being a subscriber.
We seriously just posted the number less than a minute ago.
Yeah,
You're on that as well.
You the man.
I'm telling you, I pay attention to both of you guys like 24/7.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank
I
you.
just liked Elizabeth's post with the phone number on there.
All right, so what's going on out there? Where are you calling from?
I'm actually in Dallas, Texas right now doing some work with all the hail and stuff because I'm in construction.
Okay.
And it was funny because I was listening to your podcast when you guys were talking about New York is one of the only states that doesn't, the points don't apply from other states.
Right.
And I had a similar situation in Virginia that you had, that I had to deal with the same thing as well.
Oh, with the reckless driving?
So, yeah, reckless driving and stuff, but I paid the fines and everything else, but when I came to New York, it's as if it never even happened.
Right.
So.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, and I just kind of related to it, so it was pretty cool.
Well, that's good. At least we gave you some good information on the podcast. We're teaching you how to speed successfully and not gain points on your license.
I know, right? I don't think anyone in the world can actually keep up with your speeding tickets and the tickets that you get. So.
No, that's for sure. But listen, we're going to run. We appreciate you calling. We're going to grab another call. And keep listening to the podcast. Make sure you go on iTunes and review us.
I will. Thank you so much for having me on there.
You got it. You're on the Car Lifestyle Podcast. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sean. How are you doing?
Sean, good. How are you? Where are you from, Sean?
Good. Los Angeles, California.
Ah.
LA.
LA. La La Land.
Yeah.
So what do you do out there?
So,
What do you do out there in California?
I work on a car TV shows. I do research for wheeler dealers.
Oh, very
That's
cool.
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you're on the air with Elizabeth from It's White Noise and Seth from Exotics Rally.
Oh, wow.
We're the hosts. And so have you been listening to our podcast for some time now?
No, I just saw on Elizabeth's Facebook that there's a podcast call-in, so I thought I'd give it a shot and call in.
Well, awesome. Well, we chose you specially.
Oh, wow. So what are you guys talking about currently?
Today we're doing current events and different rallies that we're participating in and helping to organize for this year, and doing a little recap.
Wow.
Elizabeth's been doing a lot of traveling,
Including being over there in LA.
and we just lost the call.
Oh.
Oh, well, hopefully Sean's going to call back.
Womp womp. Thanks, Sean.
Maybe we should call Sean back.
I don't know.
We can call Sean back. Why
Why
not?
not?
Let's call him. Do-do-do-do-do.
Sean, where'd you go?
Sean, did we offend you? Surprise, we're calling back. He's looking at his caller ID like, really?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic
Let's
voice
leave him a message.
system.
Okay.
Sean went overhead.
Is not available.
Everybody knows his government name now. Sean, this is Seth and Elizabeth from the Car Lifestyle Podcast. Somehow we got disconnected there, but we appreciate you calling in, and we're just going to leave you a quick little message. Make sure you now download our podcast, subscribe, and review, because you're missing out. So Elizabeth just has a couple words to say, and they are...
Bye-bye.
All right, Sean, take care. Good to hear from you. All right. So we had 2 callers. That's
That
a
was
start.
pretty quick. I guess they saw my post.
Yeah. One came from my Snapchat, I guess, and the other came from yours. But let's, we're going to definitely get another caller. Here, watch. Let's get this.
I just.
Oh, there we go. Hello, you're on the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
Yes, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Who's this?
My name is Ian.
Ian, where are you calling from, Ian?
I am calling from the Midwest.
The Midwest, where about?
South Dakota.
South Dakota? We were just talking about South Dakota.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gotta come visit us.
Yeah, you gotta... Hello? You're on the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, Seth.
Yes, who's this?
You Kenny.
This is E. Kenny.
You Kenny.
Dude, hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, you there?
Yes, I am still here.
All right, what's going on?
The NBA Finals is going on right now.
Okay. I have no
And,
idea what that means because I'm not a sports fan.
Yeah, that is, basketball. It is Cleveland and a team in California, Golden State. We're currently on game 3 of up to 7, and it's an interesting game so far.
All right, well, that's cool.
Yep.
So,
and I'm guessing this is the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, you're on the podcast. This is going to be episode number 50. So this is going to be our anniversary podcast.
Oh my gosh.
It's our 50th anniversary.
Celebration.
Is that a silver anniversary?
100,000 downloads.
Yeah, 100,000 100,000 subscribers.
Okay, subscribe.
Good for you guys. Good for you.
Yeah, 100,000 subscribers, which equates to, there's all different formulas, but we're getting close to 1 million listens. Not downloads, but actual people that have listened. So that would be like impressions.
That is, wow, good for you guys. Good for you.
Also, I'm not sure if the listeners know, because I'm not sure where they're listening from. iTunes or iHeartRadio. We now have an iHeartRadio show.
Yeah, we have an iHeartRadio channel. We are on iTunes. We are on SoundCloud. We are on YouTube. And a couple of others. We're on the Google. We're on Google Play. We're all over the place.
You're on Google Play now.
Yes.
Whoa. That's good news for those of us Android users, actually.
Absolutely. That's why we did it. So it's definitely,
So,
it's been good. We're branching out all over the place.
awesome. So, and are people, is this part recorded right now?
Yes, you're being recorded.
Yes, so Android users, you have no excuse now.
Exactly. Exactly. So you're out of where? You're out of Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. Oh, so I mean,
We know
Elizabeth's
him.
assistant. Oh, you guys. Okay, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say Ariel just graduated from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenny, Ariel, and I went to the Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee together.
All right, I'm a little late to this part of the show. Okay. You guys went to Cars and Coffee together, and I missed out on
we
it.
did.
Next time.
Yeah, I've only been to Pittsburgh once. That was on Bull Run, 2009. Sped in and out of there pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, so that was my extent of Pittsburgh. But yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for calling in. It's always good to hear from you. And I hope
thank you for having us.
I hope you listen to all our episodes.
Will do, absolutely.
Make sure you get on iTunes and give us a review. Tell everybody how great we are.
Absolutely. Can I make the review funny?
Absolutely. Whatever you want.
Yes, it's going to be 5 stars, don't worry.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Well, thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Bye.
Take care.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one. This is awesome. You are live on the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, guys?
Not much. What's happening? Who's this?
Super Luigi. I'm a friend of Elizabeth.
What? Oh, my Uber driver.
Yeah, that's me. How you been?
Yes. Awesome. Thanks for calling in.
All right, hold on. You're an Uber driver? You're Elizabeth's Uber driver?
Yes, I'm her Uber driver, the official Uber driver.
From where? Where are you out of?
New York City and Boston City.
Oh, wow. Awesome. So you've driven Elizabeth before, and now you follow her Snapchat, and here you are calling in.
Calling in, keeping up with you guys. I'm also making a song for her in tribute of, It's White Noise. I actually made a song about all white cars with black tinted windows, and I just finished it yesterday, the verse, and we already started shooting a music video for it. It's going to probably be the best thing that you guys ever heard.
Well, you're going to have to give it to us. We're going to have to share it with our listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You already know. I wish I had it on wax right now. I literally just finished the last verse yesterday, so I got to go to the studio to record it, and I'll be definitely sending it to Liz. I got her email, and I got her info, so she'll let you know when it's ready.
So I barely follow anyone on Snapchat besides him. He picked me up like one night in New York City, and he started playing his songs in the Uber. So I started snapping him like with his music on. So I started following him. So we would talk back and forth. He loved when we were on Snowball Rally and looking at all of the cars and driving around in the snow. He's telling me about meeting people in the car industry and finding white cars and about the whole It's White Noise platform. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's awesome. So Super Luigi.
Super Luigi, that's me.
So where can people find you on Snapchat?
All right, so I have two different Snapchats. One of them is it is me _Luigi, but I have a new one which is just It's Me Super Luigi. Kind of like It's Me Mario, but with the twist, It's Me Super Luigi.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for calling in to the Car Lifestyle Podcast. I can't wait to hear this song. As soon as it's ready to drop, you got to send it to us.
Absolutely, I can't wait either. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted. Hopefully, it shouldn't take more than a week or two to get the song ready, and probably a month to get the video out. And yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Well, again, thank you for calling in. Big shout out to Super Luigi.
Thank you. All right, have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, well, the other guy called back, and I, rejected the phone call, so we got to call him.
Okay.
We lost him, 3 times.
No, that's my Uber driver.
That is crazy.
How crazy is that?
Wait, does he have an Instagram?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's super big on Snapchat.
Is he
How
who?
many followers does he have on Snapchat?
He's on, the New York radio
Hi, this is
station.
Ian.
Ian, I think we lost you. This is Seth from the Car Lifestyle Podcast.
Hey, Seth, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Sorry about that earlier.
That's all right. So you're calling from where?
I'm calling from South Dakota.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, like I said earlier. This year on the Cannonball Rally, we're actually going through South Dakota.
Oh, awesome. When does that take place?
That takes place September 2nd through the 12th, right? Or 2nd to the 13th.
Yeah.
But we're going to be going to Deadwood, South Dakota.
Huh. I just moved here, so I'm actually not too familiar with the area. So
All right, well,
I'll definitely look that up.
it's
I'd
the
love to
place
come
with the
you guys.
big mountain and the faces on it.
Oh, okay. Mount
September 8th.
Rushmore.
Yeah, exactly. Mount Rushmore on September 8th. So how'd you find out about us?
Well, I have a lot of people in the car community on Facebook. I like to get heavily involved with it and have a lot of friends that are a part of it. And I actually heard about you guys from Elizabeth White on Facebook, so I figured I'd check you guys out.
Awesome.
I'm here.
Well, do you currently subscribe to our podcast?
I don't, but I'm always looking for things about cars to listen to and learn and read. So I'm definitely going to check you guys out.
Well,
from,
it's
here on
now
out.
time to go on iTunes, click subscribe, download, listen in, and you will hear yourself on episode number 50, which drops next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, well, we appreciate you calling in, Ian, and maybe when we come through South Dakota, you pay attention to our Snapchats and Instagram, and we can
Come meet
actually meet you.
Most definitely. I look forward to meeting you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for calling in.
Thanks. You take care, Seth.
All right,
All
take
right,
care.
bye-bye.
All right.
The best part about South Dakota is the roads are long, straight, and flat.
Yeah, I think I don't remember going through. I've been through so many of those states, but
All I'm going to say is when I pre-ran it in January and it was snowing like crazy, I still went 100 clip everywhere.
there is one state out there which I think it's a no speed limit zone.
Oh, in Sun Valley.
Montana, I think.
Yeah,
Montana.
is it Sun Valley, Montana, or Wyoming? One of those.
There is one area.
I can't believe my Uber driver called.
That's so crazy.
He said he saw it on Snapchat.
Super Luigi.
He's
I can't
awesome.
find him on Instagram.
Let me show you.
It's Super Luigi.
He's like seriously one of the only people I follow on Snapchat, so I just don't have time.
All right. Well, we have about 10 minutes in phone calls. We have 45 minutes of us, so I think we can wrap it up. So let's delete those off of Snapchat and everything, so the phone doesn't keep ringing.
Okay. Oh, look! Immediately.
Oh, that's
Let me
awesome.
see.
The kid's like telling that we're going through South Dakota.
Yeah, he just posted it. That's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Some people are just really loyal people, like that guy Sabir. So there's the scoop on what's going on with Car Lifestyle Podcast and Elizabeth White mostly.
Crazy.
I don't have that much going on compared to Elizabeth, other than this is my season for business. So you could find. We just launched a new website, artofrapny.com. It's artofwrapny.com. We launched a new website. We are busy as can be. If anybody needs rally prep, come see me.
And you're having a contest right now.
Yes, right now I am running a contest with a promotional wrap. So check out our Instagram at artofrapny. And if you are in the New York metropolitan area or Long Island, June 22nd, Blackstone Steakhouse in Melville, New York. Come down. It's a free car show, free entrance. Elizabeth's going to be out there with me. We're going to take a couple of my cars over there. And you could check out all the cars. We usually draw about 200 to 250 exotic and sports cars and luxury cars. I believe the local Koenigsegg is going to be there. We've got
That's
a
awesome.
LaFerrari that's going to be there. A 599 XX is supposed to be there.
Wow.
So definitely, if you're in the area, come check it out. Lots of cool cars, great food, steak and sushi. Elizabeth, we've eaten there before.
I love it. Great place.
Yeah, so again, you can find me at Art of Rap NY, at Exotics Rally on all platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and my co-host, Elizabeth White.
Yes, you can find me on all platforms as well as It's White Noise. Or just look at my Facebook, it seems.
Yeah, I guess so. And so that's it. That's a wrap for episode number 50. That's our anniversary episode. And we've got much more exciting stuff coming in the future weeks. We got a lot of podcasts in the bank, and we will talk to you soon. And that's a wrap.
Car Lifestyle.